What is up, Trader Gang? Happy Sunday to you guys. Hope you guys had a wonderful and blessed weekend. We're back at it again with another Sunday night market breakdown for you guys, or Sunday market breakdown. Um, so we're going to go through, just kind of see what we did last week and go through some news and see where we see US30 and gold going this week. So we do have some news that I saw, so definitely want to go through that. But yeah, let's get into it. Let me check something really quick as far as like audio and all that. But show some love in the chat. Hope you guys get some value from this breakdown. I currently am in a sell position right now as well on US30. All right, let me share my screen. All right, guys, let's take a look at news first. All right, calendar. I'm gonna filter this so we just see USD. That's all I really look at, especially for gold and US30. Don't really care too much about anything else. All right. So Monday tomorrow. So we have ISM manufacturing at 7 a.m. At 5 o'clock, we do see we have Fed Chair Powell speaks. This will be already done for the day. Wait for that happens. Tuesday doesn't look like we have too much. We have some yellow folders here, but we always want to we're on the side of caution because we never know what can happen in the markets. Wednesday, we have EDP non-farm employment at 15 in the morning. Then we have ISM services 7 a.m. So this could just cause a kind of a weird spike in whatever direction. So you just have to be mindful of your stop loss so that you don't get stopped out. And Thursday, we have unemployment claim, 5:30. And then Friday, we have quite a few red polls. We have prelim, UM consumer sentiment, inflation expectations, or PCE at 7 a.m. So this I can see again spiking the market again in whatever direction. But at the end of the day, we still need to follow the trend. Uh, but we just have to be mindful as far as like reversal or getting stopped. So that's pretty much it. Not too much news, which is good for this week to start the month. Let's go ahead and look at the charts. So as you guys can see here, this is the trade that I'm currently in right now. I'm in a sell position. Um, you could say I got into this super late because I'm already in drawdown, obviously, because you can see here, price kind of pulled back really heavy. So I should have set an alert here for a breakout to the downside because it did break out of the consolidation and then pushed to the downside. So, but I have confidence that it's going to continue to push down and possibly come to this level right here, even though this is on the 30 minutes. So even though on the weekly we are still bullish. If you see here, I have a trend line. So we may get a little pullback, but overall, trend is bullish. So, but I'm trying to basically capitalize on a mini counter trend because I'm going on somewhat of a lower time frame as opposed to like the daily or 4 hour. So, but let's see. Let's go over what I did last week. So, of course, we definitely pushed up. So, last week was the 24th. So, that would be right here. So, you can see here this purple candle. So, what did price do? Or, yeah, what did price do the week before? So, price did push all the way up here. So, you can see we have a previous weekly high at 47,288. And then we did pull all the way down to 45,705, and we ended up closing right about here at 46,277. And then, of course, last week we pulled all the way down to 46,100, pulled all the way up to 47,764, and then we ended up closing right at about 47,675. So we could see a little bit of a pullback here. I mean, I could even try to retest this area here before it continues to go. So if we see here, we're just following market structure. So even on the weekly here, you can see what is price done. Price came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, pulled down, came up. So even though when we pulled up here, we didn't make a higher high, we did make a lower high, but then of course we pulled up. So this would be a lower high right here. So here going forward, we need to make a higher high. Price needs to come up above this candle. So it has to look like that in order for us to continue the market structure. So we'll go ahead and clear all this. So of course we know where price is going. So the only thing I can see of is that of course if we do break structure, so again still have a trend line. So even if we were to put a trend line like this, keeping this like this, so that's still a trend line. So we would have to pull all the way back here and break this for us to have a really guaranteed change of structure. So or we'd have to break this previous low right here, and then we would basically just start working our way down. But I don't know if I see that happening because we've been bullish overall. So for that, let's go ahead and mark up our area. So of course, this is the weekly. So of course, we got to mark up our all-time high. So we have our all-time high at 48,420. So I'll do 420.3. So I'll do 420.3. So those previous all-time high. And then we have to mark up the previous weekly high. So again, we're going to mark up here. So we're going to mark this purple like we did. Make sure we're pretty good. So we got 47,750. We'll do 47,750. This is going to be previous week. We got our previous weekly. So previous weekly low, we got 46,100. Cool. Nice even number. All right, previous weekly low, 46,100. All right, so there we go. So we got that marked up. So because of course we do have an area right here that we can highlight because it is another previous high rate. We'll just mark that in black. So that this could be the next area of interest right here. So we'll do 48,035. And then of course, we want to mark if it does decide to pull down, we want to mark the next areas also. So we do have an area right here. So we got 47,282. We'll do 43. So these are just areas of interest that we're just marking up. And then we could have one right here. 47,055. We'll do 56. All right. So we'll kind of just keep it nice and clean, just like that. So we can go to the daily and we can see things a little bit clearer. So as of right now, we can see at least on the daily, we see some consolidation. So with that said, we have to just see if price is going to break to the downside here and break through here, or if we're going to try to target that previous weekly low right here and take that out. So I always like to go down one time frame less, and this is where it's a lot easier for me to mark up everything as far as like boxing previous all-time high here. So of course we'll box that. We have a little area right here, like I had mentioned, that price tapped into. So 'cause if we pull this over, we can see price actually tap into this area before. See if I slide this over a little bit, we can see price did tap in here. So also in this area as well, price tapped into here. So then we have this area right here, and then we have an area right here as well. So and then of course on the daily here, of course we do have some other areas where we can see some demand zones, which is a little bit clearer. So we have a demand zone right here, looks pretty clear. So again, these are just areas of interest. So price could push all the way down here, and push all the way down here as well, and even take out this area right here. So, but again, like I said, if price taps into this trend line again and breaks it, it could respect it and continue to go back up, respecting the market structure, or it could break it. So, but we just have to see what volume is going to do. So, of course, price did create a kind of a tweezer top here on Thursday, pushed all the way down, and then we ended up having a nice push back up on Friday. So we got to see if this was just a pullback to continue down, but we'll see. So like I said, because the market structure, price could pull back a little bit, could pull down to this demand zone right here, or even a little bit lower. So we just got to see. So as far as like even on the 1 hour, so I mean the 1 hour, there's a lot of liquidity down here. So we do have some areas of interest. So we have a demand zone right here. We have a lot of demand area right here. If we zoom out a little bit, we have a nice demand area right here as well, and then continue on. So a little bit demand zones right here. So a lot of liquidity that could be taken out. So we could possibly see some sells before we see buys. So that's it for US30. Let's take a look at gold. So gold, of course, we're not trading. Obviously, I'm kind of sticking to US30, but I still want to give you guys a breakdown on gold. Gold is my usual go-to, but I just really liked how US30's market structure has been lately and how it's been trading. So, yeah, so we can see just what gold has done in the last week. So we can see here we had a nice push last week. So nice bullish engulfing candle. So we did have a pullback the week before, so actually a small one. So we did come down here, we did pull back up, and then we ended up closing right here the week prior. And then we ended up getting a nice push to the upside. So, but again, gold is overall bullish. It's been bullish. If we zoom out, gold has been bullish for since October of 2022. So little by little, it's been gradually going up the last 3 years. So, like if you were a big time investor, like where you were kind of holding gold, you would have been in a good spot. I mean, there was some consolidation back here in April. We ended up breaking out of that in August and got a nice push just due to news and Trump and stuff like that. So, but let's go ahead and clear this out. So, same thing like we usually do. So we're gonna mark up the all time high. Oops. All right. So all time high was at 38.81. So, or 43.81. Excuse me. So 43.81, 440. Do 450. All right, got previous all-time high 43.81.450, and then let's mark up previous day, or sorry, the weekly high and low. So that would be right here. So we got 42.26, 0.852. We'll do 0.850. We'll talk about previous weekly high. Got 42.26.50, and previous weekly low. This was at 440.40. Uh, do 70. Previous weekly low at 40.40.75. All right, there we go. So nice and clean. Again, I think it's only going to push to the upside. But, we can set another area of demand right here. be at 3997. Cool. And then we'll go down a little bit. So we'll go down to the daily here to see things again a little bit clearer. Got some supply and demand zones. So we got our all-time high right here. And then we do have an area right here, I'll say, of demand as well from the previous weekly high. So just gotta watch out for that. We do have a previous supply area right here. So we just gotta watch that. So we can go on the hour here. And we can see if it did decide to reverse and try to again retest the previous weekly low. We do have some areas of opportunity. Liquidity. So even on the 1 hour right now, we do have a squeezer top right here. It's kind of forming. So price could end up pushing down. But if we come up here, we have another area of range. So if we do break above this area, if we do break above, I would say 4260, I want to say, we could probably try to target these two equal highs up here, which is of course at the all-time high area. So, but again, we have the demand zone here, and of course we do have a previous supply zone right here. So price could end up pushing all the way down here and then going up, or it could take all this out right here. This could be all liquidity before it does decide to go back up. I'll mark this area up also just for an area to just be mindful of. So we also have a previous area of supply right here. So these are areas that first you always want to try to mark up. These are areas that price could come down here, bounce off of it, and then go right back up, or it could break through it and try to take out that previous level. But again, as of right now, gold is super bullish. So it's well, as far as the weekly is concerned, like we are kind of consolidated right here, but we could indicate that's continuing to go up. Is we did have a doji that formed right here, and then of course we did have an engulfing push up here, even though it closed all the way down here. We had a nice pullback, and we ended up creating another doji for continuation of the upside. So I think we definitely could continue to try to push for this all-time high. So, but we just have to wait to see if we do have an area that it rejects, the supply area, and then pushes down. So, but we do have a lot of bullish momentum. So I do foresee gold to continue to keep pushing up unless there's something that causes it to pull back. So other than that, that's it. So just to recap, of course, both pairs are bullish, but again, we could see a pullback on them. So we just have to just kind of watch that and just follow market structure, follow the trend. So that's pretty much it for the market breakdown this evening, guys. I appreciate you guys popping on. Like, comment, and subscribe. I do this every Sunday, so I always want to do a breakdown of where I think price is going to go for these pairs. So if you guys do have any questions, please put a comment down below, and definitely follow me on Instagram as well. We're going to grow this $200 account, so you can watch my trades on my Instagram as well. So it'll be in the description as well. So show some love there. You can give a follow as well. Follow my trades and live. I also go live Monday through Friday, market open, and take trades that I take live. So I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of the evening. All pre-market. Again, you can check my IG. I always go on there before